Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'd much rather be working on a car than doing what I'm doing. But if you ever noticed in my description there at the beginning of the channel, it says that I'm always working on something, whether it be a mower or a lawnmower. And there was a reason I included that lawnmower in there. I have the absolute worst luck out of lawnmowers. I'm pretty good at piecing stuff together and, making something run out of nothing. I've done it my whole life. From when I was, 5-6 years old, a little dirt bike, to, as an adult with this dart. I've always just had a knack for just figuring out how to make things work. So for years and years and years, I had a just crappy old, whatever lawnmowers that I would piece together and, go to the junkyard and find deck parts and just rebuild the motors whenever they blow up or just whatever need be, So a couple years ago, I decided that I would just go ahead and do away with all that and buy me a new one. So I went and bought a new one. And I'll be danged, I'm still working on this thing almost every single week. It's always something. I don't know if it's just my luck, or maybe I just got a bad mower, or maybe they're just all bad nowadays. I don't know. But so I'm out here. So I'm out here and I'm working on this big old hunk of crap here. It's a Husqvarna. It mows really good when it mows. It cuts nice. But the deck spindle on this side is bad, and I just replaced the other side about 2 weeks ago. So I mowed, I think, twice with it, with the new spindle, and now this side's going bad. And what it's doing is, I was not sure why, but the bolt that goes inside of the spindle that holds your blade on just stripped the threads off. I put new blades on it last year because it came with those cheap flat ones, and they don't cut good. So I upgraded. The mower was only like a year old. I upgraded and got the high lift mulching blades. That way I can, kind of throw my grass out. I don't have a bagger or nothing, so I think this thing came with like bagging blades. And I'm not the best about mowing my grass every 3 or 4 days like some people do. I usually, I try not to let it get super tall, but about the way it is right now. This is about mowing height for me. It doesn't look bad, but it needs to be mowed. So it's not like I'm out here bush hogging with this thing or nothing. But the bolt just stripped out. I heard a clicking noise, and the bolt was really, really loose. And I thought it just worked itself out, so I went to tighten it down, and it won't tighten. The threads are completely gone. So I done what anybody would do, and I drilled it out, and I tapped it, and I put a bigger bolt in it. That's what most people do, right? But it's not getting tight. I don't know what it is, but this spindle is still, this side you can tell it's not cutting good. Last time I mowed, on the right hand side, it was just kind of laying the grass over instead of cutting it. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this thing out. I should be working on the Dart or the Challenger, but I'm gonna be working on this thing so I can mow today, and then hopefully I can get this done in an hour or two. I can get the yard knocked out, and we'll work on the Challenger. But I'll bring you along, and we'll work on this thing together. Thanks for watching. Alrighty, so working on getting this pulley off. This is not really intended to be a how-to video, but I figured I'll kind of show y'all some stuff as I go along. If anybody else out there is working on one of these and needs help, this pulley's kind of a pain to get off. The other side was a little bit easier because the blade was still on it, so I was able just to hold the blade and get that top nut off. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this top nut right here has to come off to get this pulley off. The blade where it was stripped out was just spinning, so I couldn't hold the blade and while I turned this because it was just spinning. So what I done was I took a pair of vice grips and locked it back here, and so where it's wedged up against the frame of the deck, and I was able to break it free. So it's coming off now. So I'll finish taking this off, and we'll get the spindle out. We're about halfway there now. Just gotta get the spindle out. The back two bolts I couldn't get to with the pulley on there. That's why I'm pulling the pulley now. And I figured it'd be easier to get it off while everything was still tight, because I knew it was going to be tight on there, and I didn't want that spindle kind of flopping around while I was trying to break that bolt loose. So that's how I did it. Hopefully that'll help somebody out there, make it a little bit easier on them. All right, let's go ahead and get this spindle the rest of the way off, and I'll be back. Alrighty, so we got the spindle the rest of the way out. I just got to lift the deck up and pull it out. Yeah, it's bright out here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's free. I just got to lift the deck up and pull it out from the bottom. Alright, there's the old one. It's out. I only broke one bolt and only smashed one finger, so that's a win. You can hear it. It doesn't sound like the bearings are real good anymore. But the problem I was having, I don't know if I can focus on this or not, but that hole right there is stripped out, and it allowed the blade to slip on that star, which is what holds your blade in place, and it essentially just wrung that star out and bent it out of shape. So now the blade doesn't sit on it anymore, and it just kind of clicks around it. Well, while we got this off, I'll go ahead and hit this with a sharpener, sharpen that blade up. Well, let's go get the new spindle and get it put in. Alright, so we're in the shop. Here's the new one. Here's my door panels. There's the new one. It comes with all the hardware, which is nice. It's even got a grease fitting up here. We'll probably go ahead and put some grease in it before we put it on. I'll put a little bit in it. I'm sure it comes with some, but you can hear the difference. That one doesn't make any noise at all. That other one was kind of grinding. So let's throw some grease in it and we'll get it put back on. Alrighty, I'm all finished up. I'll just finish putting it back together. So now it's time to mow and check it out. Alright, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. I'm going to try to get this yard knocked out real quick. And I hope y'all enjoyed this. Kind of just a quick video, stuff I do around here on a daily basis. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.